Ever wondered what's really in the products you use every day? Prepare to be shocked. We're about to take a deep dive into the food industry and uncover some seriously disturbing facts. Today, we're diving into the shocking production methods and strange ingredients of some common products that you'll likely never buy again after viewing this video. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about your favorite snacks and treats, because things are about to get wild. Okay, let's kick things off with a barbecue staple, the hot dog. It's a classic, right? Whether it's sizzling on the grill or nestled in a bun, it's hard to resist. We all love a good hot dog at a baseball game or a summer cookout, right? It's practically a tradition, a symbol of summer fun and good times with friends and family. But what's really lurking inside that juicy-looking sausage? Have you ever stopped to think about what you're actually eating? Get ready for this. Many hot dogs contain something called mechanically separated meat. It's not exactly the most appetizing term, is it? Now, if that sounds appetizing, just wait. There's more to the story that might make you think twice before taking that next bite. This isn't your grandma's Sunday roast. It's far from the wholesome, home-cooked meals we cherish. We're talking about a paste-like meat product made by forcing bones, with the little bits of edible meat still clinging on through a sieve at high pressure. It's a process that's as industrial as it sounds. Imagine a giant metal machine, kind of like a meat grinder on steroids, pulverizing those leftover animal parts into a smooth pink paste. It's not a pretty picture, is it? Yeah, not exactly the image of a backyard barbecue, right? It's a stark contrast to the joyful scenes we associate with hot dogs. And the worst part? This stuff is completely legal and considered safe to eat. Regulations allow it, and it's found in many of the hot dogs we consume, but knowing how it's made, would you really want to? It's a question worth pondering the next time you reach for one. I don't know about you, but I'm suddenly feeling a lot less hungry for hot dogs. Maybe it's time to rethink our barbecue staples. Next up, we're tackling a wobbly, jiggly ingredient found in everything from desserts to gummy bears gelatin. We've all seen those colorful Jell-O molds and those gummy candies that are basically just pure gelatin. But have you ever stopped to think about where gelatin actually comes from? Brace yourselves, because this one's a doozy. Gelatin is made from animal collagen, which is basically the stuff that holds animal bodies together. We're talking bones, skin, and connective tissues of animals like cows and pigs. To make gelatin, these animal parts are boiled, treated with chemicals, and then dried. The end result? A tasteless, odorless powder that can be added to all sorts of foods to give them that signature jiggly texture. So the next time you're enjoying a bowl of Jell-O or popping a gummy bear, just remember, you're basically eating boiled animal bones and skin. Alright, get ready to have your mind blown, because we're about to expose the shocking truth behind that vibrant red food dye you see in everything from candies to yogurt. You might think it's just some artificial coloring, but the reality is far more intriguing and, for some, a bit unsettling. You know that bright cherry red color that makes food look so appealing? It's in your favorite candies, that delicious yogurt, and even some beverages. But have you ever wondered where that color actually comes from? Well, brace yourself, because it might be made from crushed insects. Yes, you heard that correctly. The secret ingredient behind that vibrant hue is none other than cochineal insects. Yep, you heard that right. Those tiny bugs are the source of the red dye known as carmine. We're talking about carmine, a common red food dye derived from crushed cochineal insects. This dye is used in a wide range of products, from food to cosmetics. These little critters are native to South America, and they produce a vibrant red dye that's been used for centuries to color fabrics and food. The tradition dates back to ancient civilizations, who prized this dye for its rich, deep color. To make carmine, the cochineal insects are harvested, dried, and then crushed to extract that precious red pigment. The process is meticulous and has been refined over generations. It might sound gross, but it's completely natural and FDA approved. In fact, carmine is considered one of the safest food colorings available. Still, knowing that your food is colored with crushed bugs might make you think twice before reaching for that bright red candy or that vibrant red frosting. It's a fascinating blend of nature and food science that adds a whole new layer to our understanding of what we eat. Chapter 4. Processed cheese. This ain't cheese, folks. Let's be honest. Who doesn't love a gooey grilled cheese sandwich or a cheesy slice of pizza? It's comfort food at its finest, bringing back memories of childhood lunches and late-night snacks. But what if I told you that processed cheese, the stuff that melts so perfectly on everything, isn't really cheese at all? It's more of a cheese-like product, engineered to behave like cheese but lacking the authenticity. Okay, maybe that's a bit of an exaggeration, but it's definitely a far cry from the natural delicious cheese you get from a block of cheddar or a wheel of brie. Real cheese is crafted with care, aged to perfection, and bursting with flavor. Processed cheese is basically a science experiment gone wrong, with a long list of ingredients that will make your stomach churn. It's a concoction of chemicals and additives designed to extend shelf life and enhance texture. We're talking emulsifiers to keep the fat from separating, ensuring that smooth, uniform melt we all recognize. Preservatives to give it a shelf life longer than a mummy, allowing it to sit in your fridge for months without spoiling, and artificial ingredients to mimic the taste and texture of real cheese. These synthetic additives try to replicate the complex flavors and creamy mouthfeel of genuine cheese but often fall short. So, the next time you're craving cheese, do yourself a favor and opt for the real deal. You'll thank me later. Not only will you enjoy a richer taste, but you'll also be consuming a product made with simple, natural ingredients. Chapter 5. Vanilla Flavoring, the Beaver Butt Connection. Vanilla. It's the classic flavor we all know and love. But what if I told you that some vanilla flavorings come from a rather unexpected source? Get ready for this. We're talking about beaver butts. Yep, you heard that right. Some vanilla flavorings are made from castoreum, a substance secreted by beavers from their castor sacs, which are conveniently located near their anal glands. Now, before you swear off vanilla for life, it's important to note that castoreum is perfectly safe to eat and has been used in food and perfumes for centuries. It has a musky, vanilla-like aroma that adds complexity to flavors. Still, knowing that your vanilla ice cream might contain a little bit of beaver butt juice might make you think twice before taking that next bite. Chapter 6. Canned mushrooms, watch out for extra protein. Canned mushrooms, they're convenient, affordable, and a staple in many pantries. But what's lurking in those little cans might make you think twice before adding them to your next pizza topping. Here's the unsettling truth. Canned mushrooms can legally contain maggots and other insect larvae. Yep, you heard that right. According to FDA regulations, a certain percentage of insect fragments and larvae are allowed in canned mushrooms. It's all part of the natural decomposition process, and it's not considered harmful to consume. Still, knowing that you might be getting an extra dose of protein in your canned mushrooms might make you lose your appetite. Chapter 7. Bread, the staff of life, the foundation of sandwiches, the ultimate comfort food. But what if I told you that some commercial breads contain an ingredient that's, well, a little hairy? Many commercial breads contain L-cysteine, an amino acid that's often derived from human hair or duck feathers. It's used as a dough conditioner to make bread softer and more pliable. Now, before you swear off bread forever, it's important to note that L-cysteine can also be derived from plant sources. But the cheaper, more readily available source is often human hair, which is collected from salons and then treated to extract the amino acid. So, the next time you're biting into a fluffy slice of bread, just remember, you might be consuming someone's discarded hair. Chapter 8. Ice cream, antifreeze, and brain freeze, anyone? Ice cream, the ultimate summer treat. A symbol of childhood joy, a delicious way to cool down on a hot day. But what if I told you that some ice creams contain an ingredient that's also found in antifreeze? Yep, you heard that right. Some ice creams contain propylene glycol, a chemical that's used to prevent ice crystals from forming and give ice cream a smoother texture. It's also used in antifreeze to lower the freezing point of water. Now, before you swear off ice cream forever, it's important to note that propylene glycol is considered safe to eat in small quantities. But knowing that you're basically eating antifreeze might make you think twice before indulging in that next scoop. Chapter 9. Beer, cheers to fish bladders. Beer, the beverage of choice for sports fans, college students, and anyone looking to unwind after a long day. But what if I told you that some beers contain an ingredient that comes from fish bladders? Yep, you heard that right. Certain beers use isinglass, a substance obtained from the swim bladders of fish, to clarify the beer and remove any cloudiness. Now, before you swear off beer forever, it's important to note that isinglass is a natural and effective clarifying agent that's been used in brewing for centuries. But knowing that you're basically drinking fish bladder juice might make you think twice before downing that next pint. Chapter 10. Marshmallows, the Jiggly Truth. Marshmallows, those fluffy, sugary treats that are perfect for roasting over a campfire or adding to a cup of hot chocolate. But what if I told you that marshmallows contain an ingredient that's made from animal bones and skin? Yep, you heard that right. Marshmallows contain gelatin, which, as we learned earlier, is made from animal collagen, which is derived from the bones, skin, and connective tissues of animals like cows and pigs. So, the next time you're biting into a gooey marshmallow, just remember, you're basically eating boiled animal bones and skin. Outro: the shocking truth about your food. So, next time you're at the store, think twice before picking up these products. If you found this video eye-opening, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more shocking revelations. We've uncovered some pretty disturbing facts about the food we eat, but the good news is that knowledge is power. By being aware of what's really in our food, we can make more informed choices about what we put into our bodies. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.